Hail.
Hi.
Eh?
Hello there.
Eh? What do you want? Talk to Malona. She runs the council. Judge, jury, and executioner. Talk to her. She seems to have all the answers.
How would you like to get my husband Gogan out of hot water? Believe me, he'll need all the help he can get to worm his way out of this one. To think he'd fall for the gang's scheme. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm rambling, and you look confused. Let me explain. The women in the gang use their wiles to lure men out to some remote location and rob them blind. The city guard hasn't done very much about it, because frankly, the men who are robbed are so embarrassed they don't want to take, for example, that good-for-nothing husband of mine, Gogan. He cared more about their charms than my own. Good-for-nothing loss of a husband? Witches! How dare they prey on our... When Gogan was, with the women, they took something quite valuable. He was carrying a precious family heirloom with him when he was lured out to their lair. It was a small ring. The ring belonged to my mother and has been in the family for generations. I'm willing to give you all the money I have to get... Can you help us? Thank you. I'm afraid I can't offer you much. All I can tell you is that the best place to start is at the Flowing Bowl. It's a tavern located outside the city walls near the water. Gogan may be able to give you more information. The Flowing Bowl attracts the worst.
What do you want? See, my wife couldn't keep a bit. Yes, it's true. I lost the family ring to those sirens. I'm ashamed about the whole incident, but not I was sitting in the Flowing Bowl when the most fetching Nordwoman you've ever seen walked in with an equally... After we exchanged words, I followed them out to a farmhouse. Inside, they asked me to remove my clothes, and, well, I did. And then suddenly they brandished weapons and robbed me. They sent me away with barely a stitch of... Just please, help me get that ring back. I want to save what's left. I'm merely a man. How could I resist?
You look like a shrewd businessman. There's a charge in the air. Been casting some destruction spells?
What?
What's going on with you? I saw a mud crab
Hey
a couple
there,
of days
handsome.
ago. Ugly
Greetings,
cat.
Dunmer.
Well,
Signy
at
wants
least
to
they're
talk to
slow
you.
And not too bright.
I think you'll
Their
like
pieces
what
are
she has to
sharp.
say.
Safe travels. How are you?
I haven't seen you here before. Ah,
Well, if you're up to it, I think we can solve that little problem. You see, you look like just... I'll tell you what. We have a cozy farmhouse not far from here where we could... Well, I'll mark it down on your map just so you won't forget where to find us. Meet us there around... I can promise you a night of fun you won't... Do I really have to spell it out for you? You're a man, and I'm a woman.
Good to see you.
I see you took us up on our offer. Good. I'm glad to see you. Sydney will be along shortly. I'm sure we can find something to do while we wait. Now, we can't have you standing there all uncomfortable in all those clothes. Why don't you take everything off and play... What? What are you talking about? Don't you want to have fun? Come on, don't... Damn, I knew it. You're working for the city guard, aren't you? I didn't think they would be stupid enough to send someone alone. I should have known after I fenced that stupid ring and discovered it was a fake. Worthless. All part of the guard's plan. Okay, girls. We got someone who doesn't want to cooperate.
Won't you die?
We had a feeling you'd be surprised when you saw us in our real uniforms. I see you have a puzzled look on your face. Ask away. Gogan and I are really members of the Anvil City Watch. I suppose you could say we work undercover. We've been trying to foil Faustina's gang for months now. Every time we tried to interview a man who was lured there, the women in the gang picked married men to seduce for just that reason. It was decided the only way to stop this gang was to send in a string. You fit the bill perfectly. It's a shame it had to end in so much violence. We'll clean up the mess. Don't concern yourself about it. If you ever find yourself back in Anvil, stop by any time and say hello. Oh, and please say nothing to anyone about our true identities. You've done well, and here... Don't spend all the money from the reward. Sorry, can't talk right now.